Go.
My name's Talha Muhammad, and my ID number is 1365885, and this is Unit 5, which is in BTEC Level 3, 90 credit diploma in sport. Okay, first word want to tell you about is innovator. An innovator is someone who shows you more opportunities by teaching you new skills and help you progress onto the next level. An example of this is when Pep Guardiola, which is in football, converted Philipp Lahm from a right back to a defensive midfielder at Bayern Munich. This is teaching a player to use different skills to adapt to a position. Comparing Pep Guardiola with Wayne Bennett. Both of these coaches are innovative because to keep a winning mentality, you have to show your players new skills so that they are not too predictable when up against their opponents. Okay, next thing is friend. A friend is someone players can share emotions and problems without hesitation. Danny Wellwood, who coached Andy Murray, which improved him for the Wimbledon in 2011, he was also his friend. Comparing Danny Wellwood and Sir Alex Ferguson. Both of these coaches are friends to their players like Sir Alex Ferguson was like a friend to Cristiano Ronaldo, and Danny Wellwood was like a friend to Andy Murray. These players felt that they could share the feeling and emotion with these coaches.
मेरा भी सलाम दे पे role model, yeah?
Okay, next thing I'm going to tell you about is role model. A role model is someone the players and fans can look towards with respect because of his great attitude towards their job and are usually highly professional. An example is Frank Martin because he coached Gonzaga to win 11 street titles, and a lot of people will want to replicate this success.
That's good, man.
Comparing Frank Martin and John Buchanan, both of these coaches have to be good role models towards the younger players and fans by acting professional at all times to make sure they don't get bad press from the media which will let fans down. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about an educator. An educator is someone who opens the door for players to improve and learn new skills. An example is Bruce Bondrew, who leads Washington Capitals to their first Southeast Division title in ice hockey. Comparing Bruce Bondrew and Manuel Pellegrini. Both of these coaches are educators because to improve players' performances by teaching them new skills they could use to improve individually. Okay, now we move on to legal obligation. A coach must comply with legal obligation because if a coach is working with children, he needs child protection like a CRB, and when working the coach should have insurance that if an incident was to happen, they don't get in trouble from the governing body of the league or competition they are in. An example is John Buchanan, who led Australia cricket team to the first ever ICC Champions Trophy victory. Comparing John Buchanan with Sir Alex Ferguson. Both these coaches must have legal obligation for them to qualify to coach their teams because without insurance your position is under threat by the governing body of the leagues or competitions if an incident was to occur during training. Okay, now I will tell you about professional conduct. A coach must comply with professional conduct because they must remain calm during a match so that they don't get sent to the stands or get suspended or fined by the governing body. An example of this is Manuel Pellegrini, because during a match he doesn't react to a decision by abusing or arguing with the referee when the wrong decision is given. Comparing Darren Cahill and Manuel Pellegrini, they both need professional conduct to make sure they don't get carried away due to their emotions in different situations. Okay, now I will tell you about equal opportunities. A coach must provide players with equal opportunities by giving players from different races, religions, and ages the same chance to succeed. John Hart coached the All Blacks to the final 1995 Rugby World Cup, and to do that, equal opportunities must be given to all players to find the right type of players for the team. Comparing John Hart and Arsene Wenger, these coaches have to be similar so that they can find players in the academy that fit in their team by giving them chances in the first team and allowing them to develop their own confidence to improve their own skills. Okay, now I'm going to tell you about health and safety. The coach must comply with health and safety so that the players have a safe place to train in the team's training facility. For this to be possible, the coach must check the pitch and equipment to make sure there are no hazards or something wrong with the pitch. An example of this is Pat Patterson, who led the Bulldogs college baseball team to within one game from the College World Series. Comparing Pat Patterson and Wayne Bennett, both of these coaches have to make sure they are aware of health and safety to maintain players and staff can train in a safe environment. Okay, now I'll tell you about communication. A player must be able to effectively communicate with his players, like when he greets his players, talk about sessions, and show gestures like thumbs up to the players to let them know you are happy with their efforts. For example, this is Sir Alex Ferguson, who always lets his players know about their performance and areas for improvement in football. Comparing Sir Alex Ferguson and Frank Martin, both these coaches need to be good communication. Need good communication so that they can let the players know if they're happy yet or unhappy with their efforts and comfort. Player if they are sad about losing a match. Okay, now I'm going to talk to you about analyzing. A coach must analyze his players' performances by watching them carefully and noting down anything that needs improvement and the great parts in their performances. An example of this is Darren Cahill, who coached Nathan Hubert to youngest player ranked number 1 in tennis. Comparing Darren Cahill with Bruce Boundary, both of these coaches need to analyze these players' performances so that they know how they can improve their teams and players, so what level the players are currently on. I'm going to tell you about organization now. The coach must be organized for all training sessions, matches, and health and injuries. He must make sure all equipment is present, players and behavior before match, and if any injuries occur before kickoff must be reported in advance to make sure the lineup can be changed. Wayne Bennett coached the Brisbane Broncos to 6 rugby premiership titles, and for that you need organization. Comparing Wayne Bennett and Danny Welwordu, both these coaches have to be organized to reach the highest possible success by making sure every training session is well arranged. Okay, thank you for listening, and now until next time.